fish of the day, folks. Crappie. I have to be careful today. I'm using 2-pound test line. Let me show you my rig. There he is. Not a very big crappie. Nice one though. Let's let him go. What we got right here is I'm fishing. My boat's sitting in 10 feet of water and I'm throwing up into 3. It's winter time. It's an unusually warm day. The water temperature, or surface temperature rather, is 52 degrees. And I'm using a small bobber. You can see right here, fishing about 2.5 feet deep and catching these crappie on a 1/32 ounce jig today. A green Barbie garland color. Water's real clear. And I've done a unit thing right here that I like to do. This is actually a strike indicator. It's not really considered a float. It's real small. And it doesn't take much for a crappie to pull this under. And I'm using 2-pound test line today. And all I'm doing when that float goes under, when a crappie grabs it, I just reel. Don't set the hook, just reel. Let's catch another one. That fish is pulling. Pretty good fish. Try that 2-pound test line the next time y'all go out. It makes it a challenge. Let's try again. Crappie. But I tell you what, that method right there works, because what I'm doing right here, let me throw this back. Pretty little fish. But I've tied a loop knot, and I've talked about a loop knot. It's a real good knot for vertical jigging. It hangs loose from the eyelet. It allows the jig to float up in a horizontal position, just like a fish swims. So it seesaws under this float. And I'm just letting the wind work for me, moving the float along. That's why I'm using a small float. Makes it look real natural in the water. They can't help but to bite it. See if we can catch another one. There's a pretty good fish there, Elmer. Look at that. That's flipping in there. That's a little bit better than we've been catching. Beautiful fish. That 4-pound line is the ticket in this clear using these small jigs. You're probably thinking, well now Richard, you're in clear water and you're using high vis line. Well, the truth of the matter is, crappie are not line shy. The high vis line is for me. I'm getting a little older. I had to have prescription glasses. I can see that line thump. Right where the line touches the water, you can see that line just thump. And that's a ticket to catch a crappie. They hit so soft many times. They don't really hit a bait hard at all. Really, they hit soft. I'm just throwing it out there, reeling it back real slow, watching for my line to hop like that, and taking my time. I got light tackle. Go get you some real light tackle and have yourself a ball. See, that fish is pulling. Let's see if we can flip him in. Yeah. That's dangerous. I've mentioned that before in my videos, but we're just out here for fun. The sportsman part of it. Good fish, beautifully colored here in Guntersville. They have beautiful colors. I think I caught him right there. Let's see if there's another one. Oh. Uh-huh. These fish is starting to bite a little bit better, Elmo. That one there is cutting up. See if we can flip him. Yeah. That's a lot better fish. Look at there how fat that fish is. Want y'all to look. Look what a stomach. Let me get up here. This is worth it. Let me get. I hope that's close enough. But look how fat that fish is. Look at there, what a belly. Healthy, thick across the back. Now wouldn't that be good eating? But you know, I've got some in the freezer. That's where his tail split when they're fighting. That little line will cut into that tail when they change angles. That's a beautiful fish. Let her go. Let her turn into what you call a Guntersville slab. Yes, sir. Makes me feel good to let them go like that. Let's catch another one. Let's make a cast out here. Not like that. Start to retrieve. We're in 8 foot of water. I threw up and made a cast into 4 foot. Slow retrieve. Now, today they don't want any action on the bait. In other words, I'm not imparting any action on the bait. It's just a slow, methodical wind. And that's what they want for some reason. And I've noticed that in crappie a lot. A lot of times they want a little action. A lot of times they just want a slow, methodical wind. But let's ease back up here and see what we can do. We got to catch another. I mean, it's just like I've got to. That one ain't. Crappie! They're starting to bite a little bit right here. They was pulling one on me. But when they started. That's typical of a crappie. a crappie to be so little, he's fattening. I guess, you know, some big people are weak, and then some little people are extra strong. Now, he was strong. Let me say something about this spinning reel I'm using. It's a Garcia reel. You can get them for about $100 is what the reel costs. But it's called a Saran S by 20. Now I have two of these reels. Like I said, they're about $100 a piece. But the thing I like about them is they're tough. This particular reel right here, I have fish for smallmouth, crappie, all kinds of stuff. And I've had this reel here for about 5 years, and it's still like a new one. So I just went and bought me another one not long ago. What I like about this reel too is that the spool is not real small in diameter. Okay, now a lot of the crappie reels that's on the market, you know, they make them real small and dainty. They're cute and all like this, but the diameter of the spool causes, even if you put 4-pound line on them, causes that line to coil up real tight. So when you make a cast with that jig and use that jig for say a half a day, you got a lot of little tiny coils in your line. That's a bad deal, really. That's why I like to use a reel that has a bigger spool. I mean, you're not fighting the fish with a reel. I mean, it seems like it makes it sporty. You're fighting the fish with a limber rod, and that's what you want to use in fighting all fish. Use your rod. This is just to take up line. But by getting a reel a little bit bigger, with a spool bigger in diameter, you'll definitely have a lot better luck with your line. I mean, a lot better. Alright, let's see if we can catch a couple more and we'll wrap this thing up. It's getting pretty late. Fish is fighting down there. There he is. That's going to be my last crappie for the day. It's getting late, and I've enjoyed it. I enjoy this type of stuff. I enjoy all the good comments. I really do. I just can't explain it. I just love fishing. And I hope y'all do too, because it's good stuff. Matter of fact, it hit me. You know what me and Elmer thinks? Me and Elmer thinks, go fishing when you can, because it's good.